They break it really early, so Pancata's aware.
Yeah, instantly has to turn around.
So which is the call for Sentinels? Are they going to push forward, or are they going to fall back and try to receive the flank?
Oh, they want to go forward. The drone pushes his way up. Tessie, Tense, and Saucy close by. Finesse not able to get anything, but Artist can. And you see this fight happening across the middle of the map as well. Goes in favor of Artist now. Energy have full control.
That's not a frenzy for Tens. That is a big round, and Artists immediately having impact. Tend to see that on all the maps where you can run it on, which is pretty much all the maps.
Great opener out from Artist. Again, picking up where he left off in the previous round. Hot start for him. What more can he find? They've left Def close by, too. Perhaps expecting aggression once again, like they saw in the previous round.
Good drone out from Crashes too. Spots at least one of the Sentinels players over here. They do want to pivot over. Tens does. Oh, he did make some noise on that jump.
Just a step. It wasn't much, but it was enough.
Still gets all the way up here. That's the thing with Tens on this map. He does take a lot of risks, and it does pay off for him. But a big indicator for how this game is going to go is if Sentinels can continue the same success they had on Lotus at getting on the site, getting that plant down.
Right. See Finesse and Crash, he's just dancing around, back sight, and then you have Artist close by too, but Tens has got so close, and truly they know where he is at this point. Every single shot going wide. Oh. Saucy delivering a clean one of his own. Crash, he's still trying to spam control the spray from the Spectre. And it all quietly turns into a 2v2. Look at how weak the remaining members of
12
Sentinels
seconds.
are.
And the Molly's not going to let him through.
Finesse is in such a good position too. Even if they choose to swing out from that, he's able to receive. He's able to hold him. Well done by Energy. Protocols to deny that orb early on. Take flight. No shock mollies or anything like that. They hold it. The dart too. Oh.
And I'm not sure. I think that drone did not clear properly, leading Artist to getting that first kill.
Got the wall up in a cheeky little spot. Oh, and Saucy was ready for it. He was waiting.
That one was what he was relying on over and over and over, so not surprised to see the Sentinels players easily handling that.
Victor spotting 3 there wasn't easy. It wasn't able to easily handle that. Had so many targets there.
Everybody hiding from the dart, but it gives Croshy space to walk up right now. Trying to make a play.
One spotted, and there's a member just up top. No peek.
I don't think Second saw him. Otherwise, Crashes would be out of here.
He's patient. Where's the swing from? Crash is just so aware. The game sense is insane. Not able to deliver on the third.
How does he make that work?
He's just good, man.
And they're low. Look, Saucy Pancata. Portuguese mode activated in the 2v2, but they're low.
Yeah, how does that account for poor health? It doesn't. It cannot.
Spike down A.
10 seconds, spike gone. Oh! Scrappy on that one.
Yeah, it was.
A
lot of patience there. They're just waiting, and they're so far up. They're ahead of the utility that they dropped, the Viper Wall and the Harbor Wall.
They've got to wait for the second dart to come back up. It just did. 10 stashes, and Psalm's in the off angle.
He was never pushed off of it.
He's about to get this angle named after him.
If he continues to just farm from back there, yeah. Mid-map's not open either for Sentinels. And now you see some attempted pressure towards Psalm via the shock dart.
Triple swing coming.
One enemy remaining.
And a double kill for Victor. 4-0 lead for NRG. And this is now a gun round for Sentinels. They should be able to punch back here, but
That point, NRG already know what's going on, and yeah, Doug, you're right. No util to try to deny that over and over is going to cause problems later on.
that was insane. Finesse getting tagged through. They use the Reckoning and they scale up with it. What do NRG have for response? No, Crashies has this Hunter's Fury, and there it is.
This might be the first plant.
Yeah. Death took some damage off of it, but the job is done. He did what he was looking to do. Now the fight for the side ensues. Ten's the first to fall. Crashy's using utility to get some info and push them back. Look at how NRG just flowed onto the site like a death ball that's pushing back the attacking side. You still have so much utility you're gonna have to deal with from Sentinels. You still have another Molly out from Sasi, who's now dead. Second spotted, dropped. Hey, this is getting ugly very quickly for Sentinels faithful.
I mean, similar start to Lotus, but besides Sentinels hasn't really been pivoting so much so far, so I don't think you're really looking for that yet from NRG, but if that becomes a tool in the kit for Sentinels, it definitely could end up being abused in mid. Wow.
Early.
I mean, that is so early, but it also is not going to bait out the Hunter's Fury from Zekin.
Oh, there's still so much time.
So he's getting value by the time. Look how he just bought 3 players to rotate into him.
Not a single sound. They're so quiet. That's gonna erupt, and Crashy's once again ready for it. Bill's going back and forth. The spike's still not making its way past 410.
They can't give up on this though.
No, I mean,
20
you don't really
seconds.
have time to pivot.
This is full fuel right now from Solemn. The 10 seconds isn't even going to be enough. They're staying on sides.
Spam, 13 seconds left.
Spike's down.
I don't know that they're gonna be able to do this. Play on the outside of it now. Saucy getting the spike down to 2v2, but Pancada's weak. Again, Brazilian buff activated, and they've gotten that far. Sam left in this 1v2. He gets one. Can he do it? So patient. Letting it swing into him, and it does.
And it's the newcomer to this core of NRG who takes down the players that the core strong.
But maybe Tens can find something with the blades
He's alone
again. You
here.
see this 2-man creep down from NRG in towards Tube, and they know he's there. Tens not able to find anything.
And Artis is the one who's traded, so that's actually at least good for Zekin there. That he's able to target down the Sage who had the res. Pancada finding a kill too. It's good to see Pancada get active. In the series against 100 Thieves, he was 0-8 in first kills, first deaths. Now that wasn't one of those. But he is looking for those kills while his team finds space elsewhere. Finally an advantage here for Sentinels.
And a key one too. It's not just the numbers, but think about how good Crashies has been at anchoring sites in these last couple of rounds. Not a factor here.
I wonder if they get the right read right now. It's the kitchen pressure that actually ultimately, that duel in mid, ends up giving them. How does Victor find it?
I don't know, man. They were in trouble. It was a 4v2 essentially as they were starting to surround him.
They know there's more. Sam puts down the pit as well. They can now tuck inside.
Saucy with the spam, def from up top. He is in such a good spot. He can make such a big play here. I don't know that he's expecting the second. Now his position given away.
Not the pit player though.
30 seconds left.
He's staring right at him. Oh, they continue to pass by one another.
Eventually they're gonna find the spam here. Oh!
There it is.
He can give this up now. His teammates here. Look, Finesse is on the flank. He's all the way up on the flank. That turret's
One
nearsighted.
enemy
13
remaining.
seconds left. Walk in quick. What can you do?
10 seconds left.
Nothing. Nothing at all. What a... Once again, you have Sam back yellow.
Pancada won this duel last time, but
He did this time too.
Again, improvements from Pancada, super important to see for Sentinels, regardless. But the trade back immediately on the other side of the map.
Poison's off.
And Sasi still hasn't found a time to use this ult yet.
This might be as good a time as any.
You should run.
Pancada's investing his. And they can play retake here. They have Victor's ult if they just want to wait this out and then fight.
Spike
Or
plant.
they're just going to push into it.
It's used, but
Early.
none of the Uto countered out from Sentinels that were possible here. And because of that lockdown on the one player,
Alright, Pancada's in trouble. He's in so much trouble. This 2-man flank from NRG once again has members of Sentinels trapped.
Reckoning used.
Reckoning soon as Victor has to sidestep, but Finesse continuing to frag, continuing to lead from the front. Sasi and Pancada outnumbered and outgunned. 4 for Finesse, the defuse. Summon 8 for NRG.
Reckoning there too, they're dancing around it that entire time in a 4v4 situation context.
Not like that. That's not the start they were looking for.
It's Tens again, too. He's been consistently dying over here, fast B main. And he's updrafting and trying to find something again. But now I think it's starting to hurt him more than be a positive factor in the Sentinel's approach. On Lotus, he went 8 and 16. He was 2 for 7. First kills, first deaths. Brutal scoreline for Tens. We all thought was return of the King last week.
Yeah. On the Jet, too. On Icebox. I mean, so historic on this map.
If he can't get going now, I'm questioning the role changes entirely.
Still a shot here. First Sentinels, even though they find themselves down. Actually, I don't know. This is going to be really difficult to deal with. You have the lockdown. You have the Hunter's Fury. Well, you have the Hunter's Fury. Zek is using his.
Should be broken, yeah.
It is, yeah. And they're just going to try to spam the cove, and they do. Stop the plant for now.
Where's the defense on that? KO Nate comes in on top of it, too. Pancata does retrieve it just in time.
Last player standing.
Saw him clean for the first. Victor left in this 1v2. Another clutch situation. Can he pull it off? Can he continue to pile it on? He's got time here. He can play this quietly. He can play it carefully. They hear him. The onus is on Sentinels. They have to go fast. Victor's gotten it down to a 1v1. Having to tuck tail. He's only got 1 second. He's got to commit to the plan now. And just puts all the onus on Pagata, but he gives him enough of a time window to play it. Now Victor on the back foot, and Pagata clutches it out. Just came up. You're absolutely
They're
right.
here for Finesse now.
And Finesse manages to stay alive. That's huge. Now the Hunter's Fury, Tens weak, trying to tuck away, trying to stay alive, but no, Finesse's turret kills him. We've seen a lot of turret kills this weekend. Very quickly here at 3v3. And you still have 2 members of NRG who are still backside. Victor, one of them. Death playing with fire, and the high-low is too much to deal with. Crashes with 3.
Down A.
Pancata once again left in this clutch situation. But it's not a 1v1 anymore. It's way more difficult.
10 seconds left.
As the closing moments of the round come to an end, you start to think about the following. And you look at the buy for Sentinels, there's not much here. For Pancata squad, the look that we expected. They're not just satisfied with taking everything, they're also denying from the other side. Sentinels, the remaining members of Sentinels anyway, still 2 rifles here, but they're all pushing it onto A. Where once again, you see a couple of members from NRG close by. You've got Finesse, you have Crashies. The shock dart could be good. Yep, deal some damage on Asasi. How much more can he find? The second shock dart right in his face. Really not aware of the fact that there's a couple of members right above him too. Sentinel starting to flood out, starting to swing through.
Spike down A.
The res bringing Victor back up. And 2 rifles still in play for the attacking side.
Those artist slows are so good. Continuously, they're trying to fight within them, but no room to actually move.
There's one. They're doing is they're keeping it competitive, 2v2.
1 enemy remaining.
And it's just a share for Tens. Is this another Tens moment in the books? He's gotten it down to 1. Victor up top. The swing is there, and the shot is 2 from Tens. The Red Bull.
At some point during this game, because it's got to be so favorable towards the new kid on the block.
Poison's off.
Once again, he's gonna find value from back yellow. He spots another. He's gotten 3, not able to get the 4th, but I mean, at this point, it's done.
Spike
Oh,
down
almost tagged
B.
Saucy too. That would have been info, and surely the round over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
Poison's off.
Wow.
And they know where he is. At least they have an idea.
Victor, he's so aware, dude. He is just consistently on the money with every piece of util. Hilarious that gap in the smoke there from Saucy actually nets him the kill, but not gonna be enough. It is a brutal.
And you can see they're trying to push the pace to try to equalize things, to get a momentum back their way. Zekin getting the opener, instantly traded back though. And Crashies continues to form.
He actually falls off of that again. Speaks of the confidence here from Tens that he's showing. His team all falls. The dink is nice. But you want energy in him. You need a moment. Like that 1v2 at the end of the half.
Tough to stress really the importance of this pistol for Sentinels. You have to convert. There's just no other really way to describe it.
Advantage started for Sentinels here. Zekin got that first pick, but immediately 2 more kills coming in from NRG. Time, a factor. We saw how they were so willing to bring it down to the end. They're going for the hit right now.
I think Bakal is aware of the fact that Finesse is going to try to apply pressure mid. Yeah, he is, but he's spotted by the turret. Finesse patient. Here's him rotate off, too. You see his little mind games, his little micro chess matches happening throughout the map.
Orb's gonna fall now. Gonna have the opportunity to go for it. Finesse trying to find a gap too. 20 seconds. This is all the way down to it.
Tens is weak. They're just waiting for that.
Max fuel.
Yep. Fuel to come up. Now the wall's up too. Sasi's pushed back.
Great volley.
Right into the molly, and Finesse strikes at just the right time.
They're breaking their own wall there, so they can get the angle back onto it. And yeah, there's the angle that they broke it for. It's suffocating.
Toxin screen down.
And I wondered just how antsy Sasi would get. He's playing close by mid, but not pushing forward yet. Meanwhile, NRG are towards A.
Here.
You can see the pings on the minimap too. Tench playing backside, waiting to respond. You've got Zekin close by as well.
Little damage found there, but Finesse diving through the smoke against Sasi.
Yeah.
Expect the second here. No.
It's another opener.
30 seconds left.
For Sentinels, they find themselves up pretty big on numbers here, but Sox should find so much value. Spike down. Oh my goodness. That was probably the best chance they had, numbers-wise, and it just once again falls apart. The force.
Placing swap.
Big opener. They were able to buy up enough to have some bite in this round.
Yeah, but because of that, Sasi's not really in a position to completely deny this. He doesn't have that molly. You talk about a buy, yes, they got Bulldogs, they have a Guardian. But no mollies, no util, so they can't deny this plan, even with the breaking of the wall.
Yeah, but what they do have is map presence. Look at how they're starting to flank around. They've got mid presence. They've got tens on the flank. Tom's ready for it, not again. Sam once again at a shot to get the best of tens, and he does. That head-to-head, I'm sure, is going to be interesting to discuss afterwards, but for now, a couple of moments still in this map where Sentinels have to figure out how they navigate with 3 Bulldogs, getting the spike diffused, re-establishing control on the site with so much before them, energy with so many tools at their disposal, Artist trying to put them away. Zekin in this 1v3 turned into nothing.